Hello and happy Tuesday to you.
Happy Tuesday.
How's everyone doing this
I'm not in the camera shot, am I?
evening? Yes, you are.
Oh,
So, yes, he picks this spot back there and says,
Ashley's sitting in my chair.
I'm not going to be on camera, right?
Oh, I can see I'm watching the show. I'm on camera.
Yes. So, something happened with my intro video. Like I clicked on the scene and wasn't there. So, I'm hoping I don't have issues with the rest of the show tonight.
Hello, George.
Hi, George. Good to have
Hello,
you with
Ange.
us. And hi, Bestie. Happy Tuesday to you, too. I hope you had a good day. Both of you, George and Vesty, hope you had a wonderful Tuesday. It was a bright, sunny day here in North Carolina today, which we're really, really happy about because Saturday was crappy.
Hey, if you guys don't follow Interior Motives on Facebook, by the way, I
sure.
just was saying at dinner tonight that they're really doing a great job of getting lots of content posted up. So if you don't follow Interior Motives, they're up in Indiana, but she's always got great ideas and tips and kind of cool product. And a lot of our product is
cool.
similar. It overlaps. So
yeah, Ange and my tastes overlap in many ways. So
the Peasies are sitting around the fire pit watching the show.
Oh, how nice! Is
we were just talking about how we haven't sat around a fire pit yet this year.
Yes, I was telling James this weekend, if we have a nice weekend, I really want to sit around the fire pit. So I'm a little jealous of you guys right now. You know, during the COVID year, or years, actually that first year, it was about this time when everything was all closed up, you know, bad memories of that. But the good thing was James and I used to sit around our bonfire and watch shows outside. Do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah, because we just, you know.
Yeah, bring the tablet out there and sit and watch the show, and it's fun.
Yep, we did that with a glass of wine or something. Yeah, it was nice. So, Mark and Maria, I hope you're enjoying a glass of wine or something and enjoying your time outside. Very jealous right now. So, Ange says we do kind of have some cool stuff.
They really do.
But so speaking of cool stuff, tonight's show is about everything new. We got a lot of new stuff in last week, and I felt like I really, really wanted to share it. Actually, not just last week, but within the past couple of weeks, we've gotten a lot of new cool stuff in. And an easy way to refresh your home is by adding something new. It doesn't have to be something large and extravagant. It can be if you're looking at something that you've had around for a long time and you're like, you know, I'm kind of tired of that, or it's looking a little shabby. It's time to refresh it. It could be something as large as a cabinet. It could be something as small as just a floral arrangement. Kind of look through your space and say, what can I do to bring things back to life again, to give it a new vibe, to just give it that boost of energy and life again. It can be big or small, and that's what we're doing tonight, is sharing big and small items that you could use in your home should you need to do a little refresh. So, as you're watching, remember to like and to share and to subscribe. We just had a conversation pre-show about how we had a goal at the end of March to hit 75 subscribers, and we did it. Yay! And then we didn't gain a single subscriber since. So if you are watching and you haven't subscribed, we would really appreciate it if you did, and as we're trying to grow our show. So let's get on.
We get lots of people watching the show. We thank you for that.
We do.
We get quite a few views on each show. We're really happy about that. And all the little short, I don't know if you're just watching the lives, but we put up little short clips as well.
Yes.
Which are getting a lot of attraction and attention. So they're fun too. There's a commercial you did. There's My Weekend in Review. There's a few new ones up. There's a bunch more coming.
Yes. So fun Tuesday evening to you too, Joy, and cheers, Maria. Let's get on to our first item, a brand new piece that is hanging on the wall at the boutique. Another beautiful piece that we got you is this print. It's a print of an alcohol ink art, It can be hung in either direction. So we have it hanging this way, but you can hang it upside down if you want. You can hang it vertically if you want. We've chosen this way. It's whatever way speaks to you in this particular piece. It's not custom done, so there isn't a right or wrong way when it comes to this print. It's done in gray tones. It has a nice white border to it and a pretty brushed nickel frame. Dimensions are 40 inches wide by 30 inches tall. I think this would be great as a neutral piece for a space, something that you need to add texture and some interest to and not so much color, kind of an understated statement. I think this is a beautiful piece. I like the simple drama of this piece. It sounds like an oxymoron, right? Simple drama, but I like that. To me, it's simple because of its color, but it has drama because of its movement and the texture, the visual texture. Not so much texture as in it's raised from the surface of the print, but texture of the layers of that depth of the light and dark gray tones. Do you like this one? Give us your feedback. What do you like about this piece, if you like this piece?
This piece reminds me a lot of the blue piece we have in our room.
Yes.
Don't you find like similar kind of movement and motion to it?
I do, yes. It's kind of
all different colors, different size, but...
Yes. The one that we have in our bedroom is gigantic and very colorful, but this has that same kind of movement to it, and it's neutral, so it's fitting no matter what kind of color palette you have going on. It adds a little bit of drama with those bold textures and layers of the gray tones, as we spoke about. And it's framed nicely in that brushed nickel frame. I really like that. Very simple, very elegant looking, but adding a statement to a wall that might be a little tired or a little boring because it's just a flat wall and there's nothing there. Not that you have to fill every single wall with a bunch of items. You don't need to do that. I strongly recommend not filling every single wall with something. That kind of becomes overwhelming.
She's talking about my office.
Yeah. But I feel like sometimes there's that blank wall where it needs a little something, it needs a little help. Earlier today, I was back and forth chatting with a client. We're trying to fill the walls of an office space that I'm designing, and she was finding all kinds of great artwork. And this is in a doctor's office. We don't like looking at blank walls there. Why would we in our homes? So we need to try to find statement pieces like this, or if modern isn't your jam, maybe it's more realism, but some kind of art piece to fill the void of vanilla, if that makes sense. This is a great piece for $350, and I think we can move on. George, you say it reminds you of a reimagined Milky Way.
Yeah.
Very deep thinking, George.
I know.
Trish said it reminds her of a painting with salt, where the salt reacts with the ink.
I know.
Yes, I would agree.
We have the intellectual crowd watching this evening.
We do. I love this input.
The artistic.
Yes, thank you for your artistic input on this. I appreciate that very much. All right. Next new item on our list is an art piece that's a little smaller, but something that I know many of you love, including myself. I just had this conversation with Trish today. If it has a bird on it, I love it, and so do many of our clients. We love their sweet little faces. We love their little flitty life that they live. We have a great set of these prints. They're round. James, do you have Did I give you the diameter of this picture?
They're 9.5 inches.
9.5 inches in diameter of this picture. So
thank you, Ashlyn, for my cheat sheet.
Yes. So you'll see, this is the same item that's in the corner in your screen. However, this is one of a set of 8. We have 7 left in the shop because one sold the very day that I put them out. They're only $37.50, and I love the distressed black frame. It is a wooden frame with that distressing. It does have the hanger on the back for hanging easily on a wall. They're lightweight. I've got some hung in a group of 3 horizontally. I have some hung vertically. This guy I just had on a bookshelf on a little plate stand, and he made a statement that way.
But I'm pretty sure she would love these.
She would. So again, they're great little bird prints. Again, a neutral piece, so it's making that statement, bringing nature from the outside in. I love doing, and there you go, $37.50 for that guy. Another great item that we have that we brought in is a piece that I think would be perfect to fill, maybe to refresh or elevate a space that needs storage and that needs a cool vibe statement. We're featuring some of our new items this week, and this one is gorgeous. I've been waiting for it for a bit. It's beautifully made, very sturdy construction. I love the white finish. This particular piece is available in other finishes as well, but we've brought it in the winter white. I love the little rolled pole that it has and the ridges across the drawer as well. The drawer is finished on the interior, and it has the nice shelf for display on the bottom. I love the sexy curve of the leg. Very pretty, very stylish. This piece is 32 inches wide by 21 inches deep and 31 inches high. So I know the audio was a little tricky on that one. We had to film outside. There is a reason we had to film outside. And thank you, Ashlyn, for providing the subtitles for our viewers so they could read what I was trying to say if you couldn't hear me over the road traffic. So
I had the brilliant idea to film this one outside.
And the reason that we did this is because the showroom was a complete disaster.
We had new product boxes sitting almost everywhere.
There was not a clear space for us to shoot.
True.
So, especially where this was sitting, we would have had to like crawl over boxes literally to get it into the showroom to a clean spot.
Yeah.
So
it worked pretty good shooting outside. I like the light. And
yeah,
it was all right.
We have cars going by.
The interior of the drawer is not velvet. It's a dark painted wood finish.
Yes. So it is finished by stain.
Yeah. Very sharp looking when you open it, the contrast.
Yes. I love the style of this.
Yeah.
I love we talked about movement in a painting. This furniture piece has movement just by the curvature of the leg. Yeah. Very elegant looking.
All the ridges across the front of it give it some great texture, I think.
Yes. So as I mentioned in the video, we brought it in the shell white. It is available in other colors as well.
Trish was on her honeymoon, so I had to film that one with my phone.
Yes. So, but what was I saying? This would be great as a nightside table. Mm-hmm. It would be great in a living room.
In an entryway.
Yes.
You could put your keys in the drawer and then you would know where they were.
Yes. You could put
We have a foyer table, and when I come in, my keys go on the table. Her keys
are usually at the bottom of my purse.
Yeah,
I don't know how they make it down there.
I don't know.
To be honest.
But whenever it's time to move her car, we can never find her keys. Mine are always just right there on the foyer table.
He's not loading it all now.
At all.
But this would also make a great, you talked about stowing things away.
Yeah.
This would be great as an end table next to, if you had it as a nightside table, you could toss your glasses or a book or something in there, pen, notepad if you're journaling.
Your 9mm, whatever you got, Glock.
Could do that too. Or you could set it as an end table next to a chair or a sofa, and you could stow away the remotes.
Yeah.
Again,
crossword puzzle book.
Yeah. So a great piece, classy, but also practical because of the drawer. It has that nice shelf on the bottom for displaying something if you'd like.
Great piece.
Yeah, it really, really is.
And this piece, I know you said it in the video, but I'll repeat it, is available in multiple different colors.
Correct.
We don't have to get it in the white.
No.
Like any custom furniture, it does take a few weeks to get these days. But
this one's more than a few weeks.
Well, I say few, me and time.
Yes.
Few weeks could be.
We're talking months, but.
Few weeks could be yesterday or when I was 12.
Yes.
That's my,
It is worth the wait because it is a nice quality piece.
That's where I get it from.
Ashley knows me. She gets it from me. Like just the other day. Oh, you mean like,
4 years ago?
7 years ago? Yeah, that was the other day. Yeah, you get it.
This piece is $875. And again, I just love its style. All right. Okay. This next piece, when we received these in, we had one of our guys from the install crew helping carry boxes in and helping
I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've seen them sitting right here on the counter and on that screen. I didn't open these.
No, you didn't.
That was Jason.
It was.
Shout out to Jason.
Yes.
Jason's kind of new here with us. He has only been here a few months, but I was saying at dinner tonight, that boy's learning fast. I am very happy with Jason. So Jason, if you're watching, shout out. Good job. Wayne, if you're watching, you're doing pretty good too. And thanks, Zach. You're doing a great job with that. Just shout out to everybody. You're all doing great.
Actually, we do have an awesome team right now.
We've got an awesome team right now.
Yeah, they're working really hard.
Our team is as tight as it's ever been. And so we're getting back on track with schedules and everything else. And I tell you what, our team is hot right now. We're doing great.
So anyway, when I was unboxing these, I pulled it out of the box and Jason was like, "Ooh, I really like those." Now, when I can impress one of our install crew guys with something that came in at the boutique with a reaction like that,
that's a good day.
These are pretty. And actually, everybody that has seen them has said, "Ooh, I really like those." Trish made that comment today. They're really nice looking pots. This is the larger of the two. This one is $48. They are ceramic pots with the green.
And like every time the green overlaps another bit of green, it gets a little bit darker. So this one here overlaps this one, then it gets darker, and then it overlaps down here and gets darker again. And that's just cool how they did that.
Yes, they're really stylish.
It's a simple design, but it's just really well executed.
I love the green. It's just kind of that natural color. Again, bringing some of those colors from the outdoors in. It is a ceramic pot, and I believe it is not waterproof. Yes, it says not waterproof, used for dry floral only. I remembered reading that while I was unboxing. Waterproof, so you could put a liner
waterproof means that it could wick water through it.
Correct.
And when they can wick water through it, that also means not great to use outdoors over the winter because any moisture in it can wick into the pottery, and that's when you have pots that when it freezes, they crack. So just keep in mind, if you have pots that aren't waterproof, that means they're wicking water through them.
Yes.
That's why they're not waterproof, which means they'll crack outdoors. So this one here is an interior pot.
Correct.
It looks heavy.
It is a nice weight. Yes, it is a nice weight. And again, this is the larger pot.
You have a smaller one too?
I do. It's right over there on that table.
Oh, here,
do you see
grab it?
Yeah. It's not a small. We're calling it medium. This is large and the other is medium.
It does have some good weight to it.
Doesn't it?
It does.
So comparing the two together, ta-da! So the large one is 48. The medium one is 38. So while we've got these pots, we have them full of really colorful tulips. They look real, but they're not. So we restocked.
We had friends over for dinner on Friday night.
Yes.
And they brought yellow tulips.
They did.
Do you know what?
They look just like
They look just like that. They really don't look any different. Now, the difference is the yellow ones have started to open. These ones won't ever open on you.
No.
They also never die on you.
This is true.
This is true.
George is wondering if there's a small pot.
There is not.
There's not.
Just the medium and the large.
We just figured it was too large to call a small.
Yes. So we restocked in the yellow. We had been out of the yellow tulips for a little while. Sorry. And we brought in a new color. We brought in this new orange. We've had orange before, but not this one. I kind of liked it. I like the color variation in it. It kind of goes from a dark orange and then fades into that lighter yellow orange.
Like a gradient.
Like a gradient.
Ooh,
and we brought in the fuchsia. So if you want to add drama, mama, that will do it.
Drama mama.
Drama mama.
Llama. Drama llama.
Drama llama mama. So they are wired from bottom to tip. You can manipulate them in any way you would like. I often like to take, like if I'm decorating a pot, can you hold that up here for a second? I don't like to just stick them in like this. I do like to take some of the stems and kind of trail them out. Kind of trail them out and down. Kind of hanging outside of the pot a little bit. And then trail some bending kind of up. You know, kind of layering them like that. Just to add movement with the floral arrangement. When they're all stuck in nice and tidy and neat, all standing the same way, they look fake. So
these ones that were custom bent by Jen, they're $3.99 because they've been styled.
They're $2.99 a piece, but yeah, just as you're styling your vase or your pots at home with the artificials, think about utilizing the fact that they're wired from.
He is going a little bit further.
Yeah.
He's looking a little sad.
Yeah. So, but utilize that wire. I styled that one too, and that's a perfect example.
Oh, well, here, let me bring that example over.
Okay.
That was very nice.
Thank you. So this next one, I kind of styled with one of the sedum balls, some of the poppies, and then some of the tulips. And you can see how I just kind of trailed the tulips out from the pot.
And if this is something that you're not comfortable doing, I will let you know that we have many clients that bring in a pot, maybe not even a pot they got here, just a pot they've got they really like. It was their Aunt Vivian's pot. It was their
or like my Easter
grandma's
post.
pot.
That bunny pot did not come from me.
Yeah, somebody brought in a bunny. So that is, we're more than that's, you can do that. Just bring it on in and say, hey, can you help me with this? And she will personally do it. Don't worry, I'm not involved with that process at all.
Sometimes if it's more involved, they'll drop it off and pick it up either later in the day or another day and give me some time to play. Other times, if it's just something simple, I can whip something up pretty quick.
And it only costs, I'm not sure why we do this, it only costs whatever product she uses in here. She doesn't charge anything for her time or creativity to do it for you. So
for something small like this.
For something small like this.
Yes.
If you
larger ones, I do.
If you want the flower beds outside of the...
No, I've done some big giant urns, and that took me a few hours, so I did charge.
It's the restaurant that you love so much, the flower bed.
Oh goodness,
Mayberry,
gracious!
Mayberry's Breakfast Restaurant. Yeah, they have
cinder blocks with fake flowers sticking out of them. I'm sorry, it doesn't look real.
I like to
Stop
take her
doing
there
that
for breakfast because when she sees the flowers, she loses her appetite immediately. It's a very cheap date.
All right. Another great item, if say an arrangement is not your thing or you don't like flowers. I know some people that don't like flowers.
Don't like flowers.
Yes, our daughter-in-law doesn't like flowers, but she loves succulents. And this is a great piece. It's a glass jar with little succulent babies inside. There's rock on the bottom. They are faux, but they look real. So
this is new for me. I see these. When did these come in?
These came in the day before the big truck came.
Oh.
So
didn't see these either. Look at the show is new for all of us tonight, folks.
So if arrangements aren't your thing and you're not really a fan of flowers, this guy is great. He's $30. The work is already done for you.
Never have to water it.
Pick it up and stick it on a shelf or a table, and he looks great.
People think you're creative.
And they think, wow, you're really good if you can grow little succulents in a jar. How did you get them in there?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I should have shown my pine cone.
One and done. Yes, we'll do that next time.
We'll do that next week.
All right. So
I got a pine cone, a big old pine cone inside a mason jar. It's kind of cool.
Again, bringing life into your space in a simple way.
Yeah.
Ready for the next item?
I'm ready.
It's another new one. And this one is super cool. I like this one.
Mom's talking about me crowding you again in the picture. I think really she just doesn't like me in the picture. Every time I get on here, she's like, "You're in the way, you're crowding." Yeah. I'm like, okay, I get the message. I'll just go over here. Hang out. Bye-bye, Mom. Bye, Mom. Love you, Mom.
All right. Here is a super cool piece. When this piece arrived, we were all really excited to see it unboxed. Why? Because of its style. It's unique looking, and we like unique things. It's made of metal, of glass, and of wood. We've got 3 different elements going on here. What I love about it, I love the black frame that frames everything out, and I love the clear glass on top. Usually I'm not a fan of clear glass, but I do like it in this case. The reason I like it is because it makes the 3 drawers look like they're floating, almost like they're levitating between the framework. Each of the drawers are soft close, full extension soft close. Nice, right? Love the detail work on the front with that gray kind of streaming through that creamy background. It has the nice black metal pulls to complement the black frame. So many things that you can do with this for styling and for storage. It's kind of a classy, elevated way to store things. Dimensions are 36 inches wide by 16 inches deep by 32 inches tall, and the price of this is $1,400. Isn't this beautiful? I love the style of this. I love the way that those sections of drawers just look like they're floating within the framework of this cabinet. What a unique style. I just think this is a great piece. It's different. It's not something that you see every day. It's great for storage and to make a statement. It's $1,400. And it does have that full extension, soft close drawer built into that metal framework with the glass top. And I had mentioned before in the video, glass isn't always my thing. I do have a glass side table in my living room that I'm okay with too. But usually glass isn't my jam because you can see the dust. Like as soon as you move something off of it, you can see where it was because it leaves dust ring or lack thereof dust ring. But with this one, if it were a solid top, it wouldn't have the same statement. It wouldn't have the same effect. I just think it's so unique. I think it would fit great in pretty much any style of furniture. If you're a transitional, modern, or even traditional style, I think this piece would work. I love that shell white finish that it has. It has a little bit of warmth behind the white. It's not a bright white. There is some warmth behind it. And just those, the face of the drawers, it's just so interesting to me the way that that finish has been done. Nice black pulls to match the metal frame. This could be great in a bedroom, at the end of a hallway. We talked about if you've got that blank space that really needs to be elevated in some way, this would make a statement for sure. While this video was playing, I was doing a little catching up. Tulips in Canada. Tulip season here in North Carolina has been done for a little while, but tulips are one of my favorites, and I'm glad they're growing where you are because that means it's starting to warm up. Laura, great to have you with us too. And thank you, George, for saying that we've got great things on tonight. I appreciate that. So what do you guys think about this piece? Is this something that catches interest to you? Is there something that stands out to you that you think is really cool that I'm not seeing? I don't know. It's one of those pieces, the day it came in, one, I forgot that I had ordered it, which happens a lot, but I've forgotten I had ordered it. And when it came and we unboxed it, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this now, and I remember why I decided on the piece. And I just think it's very versatile. I think, again, in that space, end of a hallway that is just bare, well, make it a little more welcoming, warm it up if you've got the space to add a cabinet like this. Or, how wide did I say this cabinet was?
The cabinet is, sorry, I'm on it, 36.
36.
By 16 deep and 32 high.
Okay. You know what would be kind of cool above this?
What's that?
Is, at first I was thinking the other print that we showed earlier in the show, but that's too big.
That's 40 inches.
Yeah, it's too
or
big.
30 inches, and that print, remember, can be hung anyway.
That's right. So
you can hang it as a 30-inch wide over the 36-inch wide cabinet.
That would work.
As we learned 2 weeks ago, that fits.
Yes, that would work. And we actually got some new lamps in too, and I'm looking at one of them that would look really nice on that cabinet. See, I'm designing your space already, and you haven't even bought it yet. I'm thinking, ooh, that cabinet with that print above it and that lamp that we got in or that vase over there that we have, that would be really sharp together.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all kinds of opportunities, right?
Right.
Okay.
George likes the floating drawer aspect.
Yeah, thank you, George. I like that too. I think it's just so interesting and unique. A different concept for a cabinet, making it a little more light and airy instead of heavy. All right, I think it's time for a little bit of life moments with James and Jen.
Stop talking now.
So we talked about this at dinner time, but as he walked up, said, "What are we talking about again?" So James and the crew have been busy on different sites, and we thought it would be fun we kind of did this a couple of weeks ago, brought the camera into one of our job sites, laying a sun
porch
floor.
I went by to see them tonight on my way home from work.
He did. I got the picture of them working.
James, you want a beer? Yeah.
They're all like in the picture. It's hysterical.
It was a lot of fun. Great customers.
Yes. But anyway, I thought it would be fun.
Shout out Ellen and Aaron.
Yes.
I know Aaron's not watching, but Ellen, you'll see it. And you'll say, Aaron, come over here. You got to see this.
So I thought it'd be fun if the crew was back at it and doing something different.
Gotcha.
So we've got a show coming up, or an episode coming up on Sunday again. And this time it's James and the crew doing a backsplash install, and also James doing a little wrap up on our own showroom.
Oh yeah, the front desk.
The front desk. So many of you who watch that have been over in the tile showroom for the past several months have seen or made fun of our checkout desk and how it was plywood.
For 2 years now.
A year.
For that.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we've been made fun of for it being that way for so long.
Some of the doodling on it was from Jose's time. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So, yes, and some of you have even doodled on it.
Yes, thank you for that.
Well, you can't tease us anymore.
No.
Because James finished it and it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
that's
there's
going
a little
up
bit
Sunday. You'll post a video of that?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
So, yeah, we did a backsplash that was a little intense. It was a 12 by 36 wavy tile, and they wanted it laid vertically. So we did that. and then the desk. And the desk was a little bit of a challenge, but boy, does it look good. And we're getting a lot of compliments on it.
Yeah. So here's a little teaser of what James and the guys have been up to.
All right, so here we are. It's a Monday morning. We're doing a kitchen backsplash today. Let me flip you around so you can see what we're doing. So we're start here. We're coming off the cabinetry here. We're going to run to this corner, dart back, and fill in that here. Come across out, and then across this way here to this corner here, inside corner. It's a Corian backsplash that they have now on top of their Corian countertops. All right, and we're going to protect those over here. Do this little area here. We'll start on that edge over there, come across out to here, and then haven't decided if we're going to end here. We're going to end here. We're awfully close to the edge of the light switch to the edge of the counter. We'll see what that looks like coming up. It might be a little skinny looking piece of tile. It might not look right, so it might just drop off of here. We'll see how that looks once we start laying some tile in here. So backbitering them. Yeah, a little piece. All the way off. Yeah. Saw's cutting good. Saw's cutting good.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Right. Sorry about that.
So yes, so the question was, Mom wanted to know if that was Jason tiling.
Yes,
it was, or cutting the tile. He's been progressing awesome in his learning. So
yes.
Yeah.
So and I was saying, if you haven't caught our catch this episode and catch the episode where we tiled our guest bath. James makes tile work look so easy. I've helped him a lot of times, and I've helped you with back buttering the tile. He makes it go so fast and makes it look like it's such an easy thing to do. It's not.
Whenever I train somebody on it, there's mud everywhere. It's on their hands.
It's like dripping everywhere. He makes it like he's just like
back butter
has all these things going on. I gotta tell you, this man is skilled.
Well, he's been doing it for what, like a year or two now?
Yeah, a year or two.
It's not bad for his first time, right? But it's worth a watch just to see a craftsman truly doing his craft. You're welcome.
I enjoy doing it. Actually, I really do enjoy the creative part of it. The business part of it, I could take it or leave it. The whole,
He just likes to build.
I like to build things.
You like to build with wood, you like to build with metal, you like to build with tile.
I like to just build things. Yeah, that's my thing.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So, all right. I think we're ready to move on to the next item.
All right.
It's
watch for that video coming out Sunday.
Yes, video coming Sunday.
And if you subscribe to us and you hit the little the bell, then you'll get a little notification in your email thing that we've posted a new video. So subscribing doesn't cost anything. It's funny how few people that watch us are subscribed to us. Subscribing doesn't cost anything. You don't get like a whole ton of emails. You don't get like hounded by companies to buy nothing. It just means that you find out when we're doing stuff. And apparently we're moving on to the next product. So there we go.
Thank you, James, for the subscribe plug. I'm not trying to cut you off. I am trying to move things along so we don't go too long.
That's all right.
But
Mom, she's blocking me.
This is a great item. You sounded like such a child. Mom, she's blocking me.
Say something, Mom. She's blocking me. I'll go sit in my lazy boy again.
You are so ridiculous. You crack me up. All right. This is a great new item. It's a brushed gold clock. It does spin on that axis. That's the love of a mother right there. It has a white marble base to it. It's $60. It has great weight to it as well. So I think it's very stylish. The back is even finished very, very nicely. So even adding a little fresh new item like this to a space, to a tabletop, a desktop, a bookshelf, gives it new life, freshens it up, elevates the look. Just adding a couple of new items. You don't have to spend a whole lot. You can just spend a few bucks more, or even more in some of the bigger pieces. Doesn't take much to refresh a space. This is a great little guy. Helps you tell time. I know we have time on our phones, but I don't know about you, but I don't carry my phone around in the house with me.
A clock is still a classy thing to have.
It is, and this is definitely a clock full of style. We also have another clock that's full of style that, in my opinion, kind of has an industrial look to it, and that is this one, which I really, really like. This one's very me. This one is very James, but I also love it as well. So this is another great looking clock. It has a faux leather buckle that travels around. It goes inside the metal on each of the corners, and that is what the clock on the interior is suspending from.
You're right. That is so dad.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty cool, right?
It's nicely finished on the back, so it doesn't matter what direction you're looking at it from. It's very stylish. I love that buckle detail. You know, they could have just run the strap flat on the sides, but what kind of style would that be? I love that they added that detail to it. It just kind of looks like it's all strapped, locked, and loaded. The clock itself says Big Ben, London on it. It has its black face and silver arms. The print is in white. And again, it has that brushed gold finish all the way around and on the back. $80 for this guy. He again has great weight. And again, just a cool, stylish way to refresh and add something new. I completely and totally forgot that I had ordered these. And when they came, I opened up the package and I'm looking at it. I'm like, what is that? Until I cut the package open and it goes, whew. Oh yeah, it's a pillow. It's a natural and navy pillow.
They're good looking pillows.
They're really, really sharp. They're a polyfill. They have a very nice zipper enclosure on the back. Nicely done. Some of the lesser expensive pillows just have that exposed zipper. This one, they've taken that extra step and done the nice fold over the zipper enclosure. And the pillow's only $45. So it's not an expensive pillow, but they've put it together as though it were. I really like the stitch detail that they've done across that band of the natural going through the navy on both sides of the pillow. This would be great in a sunroom. It would be great on an outdoor porch. I would not keep it in the rain. I'd keep it under a deep covered porch if you had it outside, but in your living room. Just think they're really stylish. Natural completely on the back, navy and natural on the front. Again, $45.
And if people remember a few weeks ago, we were talking about how to choose the right size pillow for your chair.
That's right.
So what size would this pillow be, Dad?
I'm sorry, I was distracted by the two police officers that just went flying by at about 100 miles an hour.
Yes.
Pillows are 18 inches long and 12 inches wide.
So 18 inches long, 12 inches wide. So this is a great lumbar pillow. So if you just want to add a little detail to the back of a chair or support the lower back as you're sitting in something that might be a little deep. Oftentimes I'm smaller, and when I sit down in a deep chair, I get swallowed up and I find myself kind of sitting on the front side of that chair and I can't really lean back, or I'm like leaning back. Something like this would help with that. It pushes you forward in the seat, and you're still able to relax your back into it. So good point in bringing up size, Ashlyn. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last but not least, this new item, I forgot to grab off the shelf. James, could you grab one of my favorite snacks?
Oh, is it back here?
They are. They're on the white shelving in the back kitchen area. So I'm from Indiana, most of you know, and in Indiana, we love corn. Many of us do. And many of us love popcorn. And, oh, hi. So,
look at the windows. Hey, there, I'll put it in the window for you. That's how it's supposed to look.
Yes. So, a picture disappeared on me. But there, we'll give you a close-up right down in there. So this popcorn is my favorite. It's tiny tender, or ladyfinger, right?
Yep.
And it pops small. It's not the big fat puffy pieces of popcorn. They're smaller, but they're oh so tender and sweet. And
they don't have that, sometimes in the middle of the popcorn it's got that little hard piece of husk that gets wrapped around your tooth and won't let go. These don't have that. This
doesn't have that. And it's super fresh. So when I put a 1/4 cup of kernels into I have a special popcorn maker.
A Whirly Pop.
A Whirly Pop. I put a 1/4 cup of that into my Whirly Pop with a tablespoon of canola or oil, and I pop this. Every single kernel pops because it's fresh.
This is something you need to know about popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
Popcorn, the way it pops is the moisture inside the kernel reacts with the hot oil.
Yes.
So if you have old popcorn, the kernels dry out and there's no moisture to react. So popcorn doesn't pop on its own. It needs the moisture in the kernel.
Correct. So
if you're popping your popcorn and there's all kinds of kernels left over, you have old popcorn. That's not fresh.
Throw it out.
That's how you know when popcorn's fresh or not, if it pops all the way. Yes. So if you got a bunch of popcorn and when you make it, you got all these kernels left at the bottom, that's not your popcorn maker. It's not your process of doing it. It's your corn has dried out.
Yes.
No good anymore. So get rid of it. Come in and get some fresh stuff.
It's $6.95 per jar.
Yep.
It is straight out of Indiana, Shipshewana, Indiana, to be exact.
Yep. And if you guys like this kind of popcorn, let me know, because they've got red popcorn, they've got yellow popcorn, white popcorn, they've got the tiny tender white and yellow. There's lots of different ways of doing popcorn. If you guys like this and you're a fan of it, let me know. We might even bring in some of the whirly pops if you guys want the whirly pop. That is by far the funnest way to make popcorn. We love ours.
And it pops it perfect every time.
It does.
So I just needed to add this guy in there. It's one of my favorites, and it's new.
You really have to have it in a microwave bag because it's easy. You toss it and hit the popcorn button. We can get it that way too. You just let us know how you want it. She's from Indiana, so for her, real popcorn has to go on a whirly pop, yes. Has to go on a gas stove. It has to be done that way.
Trish is getting some tomorrow. You will not be disappointed.
No, it's really good. I'm not a big popcorn fan unless it's got, dripping with butter, because I'm a big butter fan more than popcorn. It's just a good way to eat butter. But I really like this popcorn. I like this popcorn a lot.
It's also my favorite popcorn.
Yes,
yeah.
There you go. We got a favorite.
There we go. All right. Well, thanks for watching. You've been to Shipshewana Joy.
I was
Not
there last
many
weekend.
people can say that.
Not many people can say that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great town. It's one of my favorite towns in all of America to go to. It's just got, there's a place there that makes pretzel dogs.
Ben's.
It's good.
So anyway, thanks for watching tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks for giving us your input on some of the new items that we've brought in. Stop in if you're local. Stop in and check them out in person. Yep. You will not be disappointed. There's still many other new items that are on the floor that we didn't even cover.
Like that end table right there.
Yeah, or those flowers.
Yeah.
Or, there's so many new things. Yeah. So stop in and take a peek at them. If you need a little help with how to refresh your space, just ask me. Take a picture of the space that you're hoping to refresh.
Yeah, or ask me and I'll tell you to ask her.
True story. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great night.
Good night.
We'll see you next week.
Action. Let's roll.
This piece is very pretty. I don't want to start that way.
Let's start again. Go. Cut.